So, raising money. It's interesting. Fluidigm, since we started, Fluidigm has raised money in every pole of the fundraising environment that has existed since 1999, which includes some very radical polls. From the 1999, when if you weren't a biotech, or pardon me, if you weren't a .com, you were junk, to 2000, which was the Human Genome Project, and anybody who had a bio anything in their business plan could raise money, to 2001, which was just forget it, nothing is getting funded. And then last year, biotech started to become back in vogue, but what wasn't at all in vogue was what are called tool companies. The kind of classic drug companies were suddenly exciting again, but Fluidigm is a tool company. We're proud of it. We build tools that allow other people to make important discoveries. That's in our blood, that's in our DNA. I can tell you that when I wrote my application to graduate school here as an undergrad, I said that the thing I wanted to do more than anything else was build good tools. So that's what I've always wanted to do, and that's what we're doing now. But that's not popular, or at least it wasn't popular in 2003. And the conventional wisdom was that no venture capitalist would fund a tool company, and if they did, it would be at a punishingly low valuation. So that didn't happen. We raised a lot of money, and we raised it at a very high valuation. I think about 100. Well, I know what it was. It was 115 million pre. So our post-money valuation is right around $150 million. Why did that happen? Well, it happened because we had a real company. We had margins. We had reorders. We had customers all over the world that you could call and you could ask, how is this company doing? We also had a good team. I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about the rest of the folks at Fluidigm, people who had a real track record of success. Our board of directors spoke for itself. And then, and I've learned this over the years raising money, you walk into a room and you start pitching to a venture capitalist, and a decision happens in about 30 seconds. It really does. This is no BS. In 30 seconds, that person is actually really jazzed about what you're doing, and is going to spend the rest of the time convincing themselves that it's the right thing to do to invest in your company, or they don't like it at all. And nothing you can do will get them from, once they're on track B, over into track A. So the lesson here is don't waste your time with track B. As soon as you realize somebody's tuning out and they're not interested in you after the meeting, don't call them back. It's a waste of time, really. If they're going to change their mind, they'll change their mind, they'll come back to you. But we need to recognize that spark when it happens, and when it does, you got to follow it all the way through. And that's what happened. We found that there were people that would sort themselves immediately. They either really liked Fluidigm, or they didn't like us at all. If they didn't like us, you know what? That's fine. They'd go invest in a drug company. But if they did, then they had to have a piece of the action.